Ein Skandal erschüttert die katholische Kirche. Benedikt XVI. Hat einen der schlimmsten Holocaust-Leugner rehabilitiert. Der deutsche Papst hob die Exkommunikation von Richard Williamson auf und sorgte damit weltweit für Bestürzung. Der 68-jährige Bischof behauptet, dass kein einziger Jude in den Gaskammern der Nazis starb. Der fundamentalistische Theologe beruft sich dabei auf den Holocaust-Leugner Fred Leuchter. Leuchters pseudowissenschaftliche Theorien wurden bereits Ende der 80er Jahre klar widerlegt. Doch Williamson wiederholt sie, wieder und wieder, zuletzt im schwedischen Fernsehen Ende 2008. Ein Interview der Schande. Bild.de dokumentiert die unfassbaren Äußerungen des Holocaust-Leugners.
I believe that the historical evidence is hugely against 6 million Jews having been deliberately gassed in gas chambers as a deliberate policy of Adolf Hitler.
But you say not one Jew was killed?
In gas chambers.
So there was no gas chambers?
I believe there were no gas chambers, yes. I think as far as I have studied the evidence, I'm not going by emotion, I'm going by as far as I've understood the evidence. I think, for instance, people who are against what is very widely believed today about, quote-unquote, the Holocaust, those people conclude, the revisionists as they're called, I think the most serious conclude that between 200,000 and 300,000 Jews perished in Nazi concentration camps, but not one of them by gassing in a gas chamber. You may have heard of the Leuchter report. Fred Leuchter was an expert in gas chambers. He designed 3 gas chambers for 3 states, 3 of the 50 United States, for the execution of criminals. So he knew what's involved, and he studied what the supposed gas chambers in Germany at some point in the 1980s, what remains of the supposed gas chambers, the crematoria at Birkenau, Auschwitz, for instance. And his conclusion, his expert conclusion was it's impossible that these could ever have served for the gassing of large numbers of people. Because cyanide gas is very dangerous. If you let's supposing you gas 300 people that you've crowded into one chamber and you gas them, they're all wearing some clothes, or for instance, if they're wearing any clothes, it's very dangerous to go in and pull out the corpses, because one whiff of gas that's trapped in the clothing and escapes from the clothing will kill the person. It's extremely dangerous. In order to, once you've gassed people, you've got to get rid of you've got to evacuate the gas to be able to get into the chamber again and use it. To evacuate the gas, you need a high chimney. If it's a low chimney, the gas goes onto the pavement and kills anybody walking by. If there was a high chimney, then the shadow, most times of day, the shadow would have fallen on the ground, and the Allied aerial photographers that flew over the camps would have picked up the shadow of this chimney. There were never any such shadows. There was no such chimney. In which case, according to Fred Leuchter's testimony, there can't have been gas chambers.